All right, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm sitting here with Mr. Hakan Torin. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for allowing me this time to sit with you. Like any shareholder, I am
Pleasure. It's a pleasure, Alfred.
I am equally as excited about the opportunity, the potential that it has to offer, the long term growth of what I see that the company is doing. And I believe by just getting a better understanding, it will not only allow myself to have a better understanding, but also the team, the community at large, and just knowing how is it that we would be able to make this better for the company as a feel as we grow together. So I thank you so much. However, before I dive into these very few questions I have for you, for those who are new that are seeing this recording today or a year from today, who is Mr. Hakan Touring?
Okay, well, I mean, I've had many videos on this question, but I'll repeat again. So, I did my education on law. Once I went to the UK to, practice law, but I met with an ATM machine in a convenience store, and that turned me into banking rather than becoming a lawyer. And I had very successful years in the ATM industry in UK. We did 58,000 ATMs. From there, I brought the first independent ATM to Turkey. I installed that ATM. At the time, there were groups of ATMs in Turkey. So certain banks had certain groups, 5 banks sharing their ATMs. It was one of my master projects that I brought the full interchange into Turkey. So that was the first time all banks shared their ATMs. Then I moved into data analytics. That's where I produced the first consumer credit insurance program of Turkey. Did that with Arçelik and Bimex. They did over $1 billion in the first month of sales. This product allowed them to increase their sales. And with that ATM, POS, banking, insurance, data analytics background, I thought, well, it's time to go back to my home country and work on a local bank. That was the dream. When I noticed what blockchain and crypto was all about, I thought, with this is the piece that allows you to design a future bank. And for the last 8 years, this is what we've been doing: is building technology, building ideas, building products that are not just part of an exchange, a part of a revolution, a financial revolution. And that's what we've been doing. We've really concentrated on building a center switch, a switch that allows us to connect products, technology, ideas that we have or will have. And we've passed all that stage, especially in the last 3 years. We've really accelerated on the maturity of that technology and maturity of structure of the company. And now it's our growth year. We have many mega contracts that will keep us extremely busy in the next 12 to 24 months of growth. And as a company and as a future, that's who I am, and that's the status we are.
Well, appreciate that. I'm still laughing on the inside when you said you met an ATM machine.
Yeah. Well, that's the story.
The company has been around, the foundation has been around since 2017.
Correct, yes.
And we have seen what the company has done over this period of time. In a short term, I would say in the next 3 to 5 years, with all that's happening right now, where do you see the company? Like, what milestones are you looking to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years?
I mean, we will very soon, in the next 12 months, maximum 18 months, we will turn into a unicorn. That is because with the contracts we have in hand and the technology and the structure we have in hand, there's nothing stopping us turning into a unicorn. And answer to your 3 to 5 years, we will have a very healthy exit with multi-billion valued. That will be where we will be at in the next 3 to 5 years.
And I think that's always exciting to hear, especially when there are strategies that are in place. You have already mentioned there are some big contracts. Obviously, there are some things that can't be shared now, but what can be shared, as in like some of the partnerships in place?
We've shared before that with the 4 contracts of POS manufacturers that we have, covers more than 100 million merchants globally. We will be focusing on Holland now, and from May into the 27 EU countries where we have license to roll out. We will then look into rolling out into territories that we can obtain a license quick, or have a partnership agreement with a license holder, or any territory that doesn't require a license at the moment. We'll be looking at that as well, but our main focus is Holland and EU. That's on the physical side. We're just we've just landed with another contract, which is for e-commerce sites online, and for Miracle Pay to be rolling out into not only the physical stores but also the online merchants, and allowing them to increase their sales by accepting crypto. This deal is over 5 million merchants. Our target on the physical side was to roll out, and is still to roll out, into 200,000 physical stores per annum, and we can do this. The target with this customer is to roll out that 5 million in the next 12 months, starting, let's say, in the next 30 days, maybe 60 days. It depends on how fast we can get ready on starting the rollout. So that puts us into 25 times what we actually targeted at the beginning of the year, if we can achieve this. So it's going to be, when I said it's going to be a growth year, it could actually be the growth year. We have the contracts in the bag. It's just now us getting the structure ready to roll in such an aggressive way.
As I hear all these numbers and the projection, what differentiate, and I think that's just bringing it back for some people who really don't know the history. I've been an investor with the company now since 2022. What differentiates Miracle Cash and more in the fintech, the crypto arena, and what helps to keep us ahead? Many people are not realizing what really keeps us ahead from the competition, which there's none.
Well, Miracle Cash, is not just an exchange, and to be honest with you, to go out there and think that you're going to become one of the top 5 exchange, that's not really going to happen, because the customer acquisition, that penetration, everything has really come to some sort of maturity with great big companies, finances, crypto.coms. Right. But that's not what Miracle is all about. Miracle has brought all these channels under one roof, centered with a token, and built a great payment gateway that allows Miracle to expand globally, and also with its stores, with its app, with these merchants, build a unique relationship with the end user that nobody really does that. It's all up in the air. What makes it unique is really Miracles getting to the point of touching the consumer. and that's what this rollout will result in.
And I love the sound of that. And I'm sure those who are listening, you're getting the true concept of the expansion. You mentioned about the Netherlands and what is happening just from MiCA regulations coming
Yeah.
in place and being the only company in Europe that's currently able to contract
Cash.
cash to crypto, crypto
Yes.
to cash.
Yes.
That is just absolutely something to be applauded. And when you understand the licensing and what needs to be done, the KYC, the KYB, all the different things that take place in the background, it truly puts us in that unique position.
I mean, there's a lot of things in Miracle that makes Miracle unique, and one important thing is really to understand the lifetimes of crypto companies out there. 8 years is something to really take into consideration. There's a lot of projects out there. People are running and selling, and generally, from what I see, their lifetimes are between 6 months to 9 months, and then they're gone. We've been here for 8 years. We've actually put physical stores into Europe. That takes a lot of investment, a lot of time, a lot of commitment to what you're doing. And obviously, the biggest unique thing that we have is we have a great switch, which allows us to grow technology.
When we speak about just the expansion and all that's happening, one of the latest things that the company brought on board that I believe many don't understand the significance, I'd love for you to share on this, is Miracle Bank. Because we are basically putting the crypto world with the fintech world. And your background, I know, is from banking.
Yeah. Well, as I said at the beginning, the whole dream was to build the future bank. And crypto on one side, but actually being able to connect that with all the banking functions and services all under one roof is where the whole dream was from day one, to allow credit cards to give people their V bands, allow domestic international wires, ACH, SWIFT, SEPA in Europe, but at the same time allow them to switch to crypto. This is what people need, and it gives them a compact solution to manage their funds.
All right. Well, the last question I have for you,
Yes.
because I believe there's so much out there that can be found and heard. Um, when we take a look at the shareholders, those who are becoming a part of the company, and we look for qualities of people who can see long term, not just short term, it's not just about the ROI,
Yeah.
but understand about the legacy company
Yeah.
that you are building. As we look into the camera,
Yeah.
what is it that you would like to share with the shareholders, just from your heart, about where we are today, the journey we're on, and where we are headed?
Well, first of all, like I've always said, I appreciate everybody, every shareholder, every partner that's really come and join this journey with us. We're at the stage, as I explained today, that we're in the expansion year. We've completed our technological maturity, our structural maturity, our customer base maturity. Now it's rolling out and turning those investments into bigger returns. And thank you for the ones that have been with us, and a big welcome for the ones that want to join this journey. And thank you, Alton, for coming and seeing and touching, which I think is very important for you to see and touch, because it makes your commitment, your belief grows when you can see it with your own eyes and touch it. So
Absolutely. It's truly been an experience being here on the island for the first time. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for your vision. I pray for this company all the time,
thank
for
you
the
very much.
ownership, the executive team, that God will continue to protect, help to make the right decisions. For the absolute fact, we know for many, this is going to be something that will create.
It is, and it would just turn into bigger. It would just turn bigger.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, it said, life is changing, growth is optional. Choose wisely. On behalf of Mr. Hakan Torin and myself, Alton Patterson, it was a pleasure speaking with you, but most importantly, bringing you on the inside of what's happening. Take care. Bye bye.